All right, so you've got your transitions, you got your 15 clips in order. Now you're ready for titles. I'm going to scrub over my first clip here so I can see my medium shot of Cecilia, and I'm going to add a title. A couple different ways to do that. You have a title menu up here. So from the title menu, you can choose new title, and you're going to do the default still. Another way is down here in your project panel, you can go new item and choose title there. It's going to ask you to give the title a name. I'll call this first one intro. I might even name it with the number 1 because I know that I'm going to end up doing 13 different titles, and so this will tell me which one it is. After I do that, it'll pop up with this box. Now this box on my screen takes a long time to load because I have lots and lots of fonts that are loading in there. It's actually a problem. I need to take care of it. Your screen, it'll load pretty quickly, but for this case, you may just skip the video ahead until it's fully loaded because it literally is going to take about 30 seconds. So go ahead and skip ahead, find that spot when that loads, and I'll see you in a minute.
Somebody else need my cord or no? Please be careful with it. It's gold apparently. People just steal it left and right.
All right, so there we go. We've got our title screen pops up. And what shows in the background of this screen is only what shows it here. So if I move my playhead down to here, you'll see that that'll show in that screen. So sometimes it's confusing because you feel like the title is going to drop right there. It's not. It's just helpful to have it there so you know kind of where to put it. So in here, I'm going to create a title, and you can do lots of different things in here. You could choose to show, kind of a box in the background, and I could take that box and make it a little, kind of see-through, and I might choose to add a stroke, an outer stroke to that box, and I could have the color of that stroke be something like red, and so I could have this box in here, and I could show these titles however I want. So in your case, you'll just find something that looks good. You don't have to create a box either. You can just drop it right on top. But now if I choose my type tool and I call this medium shot, and I do another one below, and I do a subtitle of intro. And now I can choose a different font in here. So if I choose, you'll see my insanely long list of fonts here. So I might choose something like this, and for this background, I might choose something like this down here. I can take the size and make that bigger or smaller by dragging this up, and I can then kind of move this around. Oops. So it kind of fits like that. Now, when that's looking how I want it to look, right? I can actually just close this window, and what that'll do is it'll drop that title into here, and it's called number 1 intro. And then if I drag and drop this title into video track 2 over here, you'll see video track 2 and 1. That drops it on top. And if I drag it, down here, I could show that title wherever I want. It's just a separate asset in my video layer 2. So this one I'm going to show over my first video, and I'm going to grab the end of it here and drag it back so it stops showing at the end of my first video. And I might even, if I hit plus on my keyboard, I can zoom in a little bit. I might even have that end early so it doesn't show when over that transition. Now, if I really like this title that I set up, I can actually just duplicate that title, right? And instead of number one intro copy, I can say, I'm going to call this 2 long shot, right? And then if I open this title, I can just change that. Again, it's going to take a really long time to open, but I'll talk you through the rest. So I could change that title, and then I could drop that into video track 2 over long shot there. So that's working with titles. There's a ton of stuff you can do with them, but at this point, I just want you to get a title on every clip except one on your 3-shot sequence.